Hey everyone, Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the Morimoto 4-banger NCS White SAE Wide Beam Fog Light Kit fitting 2013 to 2018 Ram 1500s equipped with factory halogen fog lights. If you want more lighting performance in a slick, easy package, Morimoto's 4-banger fog light kit is the perfect setup for your Ram. Featuring a plug-and-play installation, perfectly molded housings, and a ton of lighting output, these fogs make a great addition to any truck no matter where you plan to take it. I have been known to wax poetic about Morimoto's lights, and that's because I firmly believe they are some of the best lighting products you can get for pretty much any truck. And the 4-banger fog lights that we have here are of course no exception, and they go way beyond just having a fun name, because these things have some serious output. The LEDs inside these particular lights put out a bright white light with a super wide beam pattern. The pattern itself is SAE compliant, so these are fully street legal to run as actual fog lights. But where they differ is that they're going to offer a 14% brighter output as compared to other fog lights on the market, and they're also going to consume 28% less power. Now the beam pattern here is going to throw a ton of light way out in front and to the sides of the truck, so it's going to cut through even the most dense fog and give you plenty of visibility in adverse conditions. So these are going to be perfect if you're out there hitting the trails. They're going to light up the sides of the trail, the ditches, wildlife, or whatever else you might encounter out there and give you a better shot of making it through whatever you encounter. The other part of this kit are of course the brackets, and these are going to ensure that they fit perfectly in your factory fog light cutouts in the bumper, and you can actually adjust their aim. You get 6 degrees of vertical adjustability in either direction, so you can aim them wherever you need them most. And as a bonus, these are totally plug and play, no hyper flashing or flickering issues here. That means installation is a cinch, and they come with these housings, so they're going to fit perfectly in your bumper and look like they could have been an OEM option. As with all of Morimoto's stuff, these are pretty darn high quality. The housings of the lights themselves are made from finned aluminum, so you've got built-in heat sinks here. The brackets also have integrated ducts in them, so the lights are automatically cooled as you drive along. It's going to put some cool air over these fins in the back. Powering the 4-bangers are Nichia wide beam LED elements, and again, these are designed to be SAE compliant and also glare free. The lights are also IP69K waterproof rated, so they've left pretty much no stone unturned. All of that good stuff does of course come at a price, and this kit is going to run you about $450. Now that is a good chunk of change for fog lights, but considering the output, the design, the ease of installation, and the integration of these, I think it makes them worth the extra spend. These just integrate and work so well that if you've got the room in your budget, you really ought to pick up a set, because it's going to make a huge difference in the lighting output of your truck. Installation gets an easy 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should only take you about 1 hour to complete. Now, like I mentioned earlier, these are designed to be plug and play, so you don't need to do any wiring or cutting to get them fitted. Everything is just gonna bolt right in, and then you're gonna plug these in using the included adapters to your stock wiring harness, and that's it, you're on your way. So it doesn't really get much easier than that. All that said, let's head on out to the shop now, and we'll walk you through that installation process.
For this install, you need a 3/8 and 1/4 ratchet, a trim panel removal tool, a 10, T30, and T15 socket, a step drill bit, and a drill. All right, today we're gonna be installing some fog lights on our Ram. First, we're gonna watch a quick video how to uninstall stock ones, then we'll come back here to install the new ones.
All right, first thing we've got to do is remove our stock fog lights here. And to do that, we're gonna have to remove the 3 10mm bolts from behind the fog light here. And we'll unplug the harness as well. Now, you can definitely do this on the ground. We've only got this up in the air so that we can give you a better view of exactly what you're going to be doing to get these fog lights out. So let's go ahead and get that done. First thing we're going to do is disconnect our wiring harness on the side. And to do that, we're just going to lift up on the locking tab and slide it out. Then we've got 3 bolts, one here, one there. We'll take our 10mm socket and remove those bolts. I'll get the one at the top. hold the light in. Yeah, once you've got the bolt out, just go ahead and slide the light straight back and drop it out. And now you can repeat that process for the other side.
All right, now we have our factory fog light out. We just need to take our mounting bracket off. So the first thing we're gonna do is just take our bottom nut off for our adjuster so we can take that all the way out. So that just unscrews. Push our rod up and then pull our spring out. Set this aside. Now we just need to pop this off of our light. Now you can do this by hand, make it a little bit easier. You grab your trim tool, just pry up around these circle parts here, around the mounting point, just to get that loose on either side. All right, now we can set that all aside and we can assemble our new fog light. So now we're gonna grab our adapter bracket and our light. We're gonna set our light in. We're gonna make sure that it is facing the right direction. The two lights will be at the top. On either side, you'll see a slot for our supplied bolt. Put that in there. Grab our ratchet T30 socket. Just get that started. Flip over, get the other one started, then we can tighten them both down. Now we can attach our adapter to our new shroud. So it's going to go over like this. You'll see the 3 mounting points, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. We have our 3 supplied screws. So we're going to grab our ratchet and T15 socket. Tighten those down. I like getting them all started before I tighten them down completely. Go back and tighten these all down. We can just grab our adapter harness now and plug that into the back of our fog light. All right, now on our truck specifically, we do have to modify our bracket a little bit. So you see the mounting points on our bracket where our factory one clipped over our old light. These holes here and here. Now these holes are significantly smaller than they are on our new bracket, so we will have to drill these open. Now we're gonna grab our drill and our step bit, and we're going to go to 11/16. I found that is the best size to fit over that. Now a step bit just helps you make it keep it centered, so it makes it a nice clean cut. And go ahead and do that. All right, now we can put this over our new light. All right, so now we can put our factory bracket over our new light. Snap that in place. We can get our adjuster and reinstall all of that. We'll get our spring and stud back in place. Just compress the spring here and get that in between the 2 brackets and line our stud up. Push our stud all the way down. And we can thread our nut onto the bottom. And that'll allow you to keep the factory adjustment on this, so it'll be nice and easy to adjust. And then you can go ahead and do the same thing with the other fog light and bracket. All right, so now we're underneath on the back side of our bumper. We're gonna get our fog light into place. Just kind of rock it in through the slot here so we can line up all of our tabs. Now we're gonna get our 3 bolts started. We'll grab our ratchet with our 10mm socket and tighten all of those down. Then we just need to grab our adapter harness and our factory connector, plug them into each other. And then if you need to, adjust the fog light here. And then you can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. And that wraps up our install of our Morimoto 4-banger fog light kit, NCS White SAE wide beam for our 2013 to 2018 Ram 1500 with factory halogen fog lights. And remember, for everything Ram, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.